QuakeCon.
Prepare to fight. Round begins
Okay,
in
let's see what tsyno has in store for us.
1. Fight.
The visor, he gets the heavy and he doesn't collect the railgun. Interesting.
And also doesn't use the ability like we usually see people do. They just use the ability immediately to get that very important first advantage. But tsyno just saving it. Now he's using it, and yeah, it didn't really cost him much, but it could have if he didn't was a little less prepared for that engagement that came out there during the middle.
Yeah, they're both scoping for their first hit. Nothing connects. Items spawning, and yeah, Flame is actually appearing here at the heavy. Does not do the damage, but he will get this mega health. Like if that rocket jump was on the money, I think it would have been a great attack.
It would have been, yeah, but fortunately it failed, and tsyno has to retreat because of that, because he lost a lot of valuable HP there, and yeah, players still just really feeling each other here. Exchanging a couple of shots and then moving back, and yeah, they don't want to give up the items either. We can see Flame just went back. Oh, actually, Orb's up here.
Are we getting a mini? Yes! What a beautiful string of shots by tsyno. Getting his first rack on the board. Ooh, we have a plus. Like this is an angry Flame. Like, oh, you kill me like that? Now I want revenge. But usually that's not the way to go.
Yeah. And already tsyno's up 2-0 now. Gets that. Is he gonna contest with the mega? By the way, he connected.
Jump it though.
Oh, this is the rail. Okay, Flame is good. That was a bit ballsy actually for tsyno. He could have left that, and he could have still had the heavy, and he could have played from that. But he I think maybe he didn't know that it was just like 2 seconds left. I think maybe he thought he had a slightly bigger window.
Yeah, but it's never a good idea to take a jump at when someone is standing there with an LG.
No. We could see he was just getting obliterated. He had no chance of shooting back. But yeah, Flamex now. They've switched items, so tsyno getting the mega. Flamex getting the heavy.
Shaking the dust off his mouse. Some tickling of the LG. tsyno in position for this heavy, but again he takes a jump at them.
Yeah,
like your movement arc is then so predictable, so Flame plants a nice rocket on his feet. Both are low though, there is damage exchange. Both a major item, but the Flame is breathing.
Yeah, he's breathing a lot. He's not feeling good at the moment. There you go, it's up to 59. Probably here's an LG battle, and that LG just fries tsyno immediately. And tsyno, I don't know why he went there. It was still 10 seconds till the mega. Again, I don't know, he's so aggressive, you know?
Yeah, totally not where Flame was at that moment. So, yeah, I would say an easy frag. Even because Flame was quite low, I think if tsyno could have gotten the entry damage, he would have gotten the frag. It isn't so. It was still a tight game.
Yeah, let's see what's gonna happen now. If both players are actually gonna continue being very aggressive, or if they might realize that it's better to play a bit safer. Oh, there's contesting here, and tsyno again fries him with that LG, and yeah, you can see Flamex had pretty much no chance there, just like shooting rockets. Probe, nothing really happened, and ooh, almost gets knocked out of the map. But I was a little bit of a margin, but still felt like it could have happened.
And all the super shotty into the face. Great frag from Flame, and he has the timing in his head for this heavy. He has so much tech to work with.
Stopwatch.
tsyno only the rocket launcher. It does have the starting machine gun, so he tried to do some damage with that. Nothing hits. And of course, that's a great way to remove some of that overstack flame working with.
Yeah. We're basically trading at this point, just, you know, trading kills, trading items, everything's trading. And there's like one is aggressive and then the other one goes a bit more passive and then the other one goes aggressive and then here's a great battle here down by the waters. tsyno gets left really low and like does that really just shoots that rocket just as a last resort and actually scares Flamix away enough so that he can actually run away. And I'm surprised Flamix let him go there because he should have known that he was quite low. But oh, he comes up here instead and times that aggression perfectly and basically doesn't really take much damage at all and comes out from that engagement as the clear winner. 4-3 now with well, 4.5 minutes left. And Mega's gonna come up right now. He's gonna stand right on it as he LGs Flamix across that bridge, and Flamix has to retreat. He took a lot of damage there, but did do a little bit in return, so that Mega pickup is more or less gone already. And here comes another engagement up here by Heavy. They're still too early though. There's like 4 seconds left on that air rail there. On Flamix uses the orb, picks up the Heavy, and tsyno is super low up there. And well, there's pretty much nothing for him to pick up at this point.
It's been a great situation actually when his enemy was at the mega health to use the driver. It isn't in his arsenal. Now it is. Let's see what he's going to do. Like, both players are not always aware of where their enemy is. Like, a lot of frags are just happening out of the blue. They meet each other. One who shoots his rocket first gets a frag on the board. Now they are exchanging wheels. Yeah, Flame. Yeah, hold this angle, get the mega health, and like, yeah, tsyno.
Flame showing great composure there, staying there with waiting for the rail, gets to perfect rail and then plucks him down with the LG there. Yeah, pretty much like tsyno didn't really have much of a chance there. You know, and that's how this game works. Really, it comes down to these rails. Like if you can just rail your opponent constantly, you just take away all their stack all the time, and you just continue to punish them all the time. It's like so hard to do anything in that position. But some great rails coming in from tsyno. He's actually contesting here now, and he does pick up the mega, and he knows that Flamix is low, so he's gonna be here. He's not gonna leave. He's not gonna let him go, or will he? He actually does.
Yeah, but oh, he still has the angle, and oh, he enters the area.
Wow.
Wow, the double back, right? Yeah, like he could have taken 2 rails. So great decision by tsyno, using the stack advantage. And he's just going ham. It's Flame. Like he has the lead, but I don't think he will carry that through the whole remaining time. Yes, tsyno is making this a close game. 2 minutes left. Next up is the heavy, and there is a major fight happening here.
That is a great ability usage from tsyno, using the visor and just tracks him so perfectly with the LG. And I mean, it's like that was beautiful, a beautiful sight for your eyes. And tsyno now has actually found a way to come back now, 6-5, well, we're only not only 2 minutes left here. And oh, Flamix goes up to jump pad. That's never a good idea, and he gets fried with that rail and another rocket combo. And that's 75 now from tsyno, and I think that he's doing great. He's okay. The heavy spawns right in his hands, and Mega is not up for another 10 seconds here. So this can be the next. There's going to be the next engagement here, and we can see Flamix is not ready for him at all. I don't know if he's like got his headset off or something, but he's not ready for that at all.
He's still pushing through though, and the rails are not hitting yet. That one hits, but because Flame got the light mid-fight, he survives 1 rail, but he isn't able
1 minute warning.
to take the damage from the rails. Oh, but yeah, he left the job incomplete. Like, why not go for a refrag?
Yeah, he knew. He even skipped out on the heavy there. He knew he was up, but he just jumped there to get the kill and then get the heavy. Pretty much the smartest thing you can do there. Another LG battle coming out here, but tsyno is like these rockets from Flamix they're just not hitting properly, and he was even trying to orb there, but
yeah, that was also just like bringing a rocket launcher to an LG fight. Like,
yeah,
tsyno just doing consistent damage, while Flame wasn't able to hit any of his rockets.
Yeah, it's just not really that easy at that point. And yeah, final score here is, well, first map's gonna go to tsyno. Final score, I was gonna say it's 9-6, but it could still be. Might see a last frag here from Flames running in. Oh, the gun.
Nice.
Lol. Nice finish.
Made it.
10-6 actually to tsyno.
Nice.
Which I think he used the visor really well. Actually, he was using that ability nicely, just like exactly the way that you should be using the visor. Just like to find his opponent really, and just you know, get that advantage. Like the tracking advantage with the LG, for example. I'm thinking about that frag over on heavy where he just completely fried him. Like he popped the vision and he just. And it also just kind of felt like FlameX wasn't always aware of where he was. Like he was kind of sort of maybe a bit over ambitious, just rushing in too much. Sometimes he just like walked around corners and had no idea that tsyno was there. So tsyno, yeah, playing a great game of Quake.
Yeah, like how the score went. Like the beginning of the map was definitely Flames board.
Yeah.
But tsyno, like it looks like he just warmed up at some point and was hitting so many great shots. Let's see. They already decided the next map. I'll have to pick them open and blood covenant. Okay, let's go to classic. Yeah, and some fights really showed like okay, the rocket launcher does 100 damage, but it is hard to hit your opponent. You really have to pre-fire at the right spot where your enemy is moving through. So especially at mid-range fight, the LG is just way better in consistent damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Being able to use the rocket launcher like that, it takes a lot of practice. You know, being able to like hit those predictive rockets. Because if you can hit them, yeah, then you can actually kill your opponent faster with rockets than with LG. You get like 2 or 3 well-placed rockets. Yeah, that kills it immediately. But oh well.
Okay, let's go to Blood Covenant. There are predictions running. So if anyone has lightning bolts to spare, you can use them.
I have like 100,000, but I can't bet in my country, you know.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not allowed to.
I have the same, but maybe now we have an US IP.
Yeah, now we can bet. Yeah, I'm gonna log onto my Twitch and bet everything.
Oh, I missed.
Well, you can eat it. You can eat it if you
sure.
want. I can cast
Nice.
a little bit.
Let's change the scene.
Right.
Prepare to fight.
Don't let the pizza go cold.
I'll leave you in the. Oh, I leave you in the capable hands of
Fight.
bets. I do see the score is probably in the overlay. Let's fix it first. See, 1 left. Okay.
Okie doke. So while Rob is eating, I'm gonna do single casting here. tsyno FlameX on second map here. Blood Covenant. tsyno gets the first frag with the SMG, and gets a first tsyno on the slash. Actually, FlameX on Athena. Slash on this map. Wow, that's gonna be a lot of sliding around, just like, you know, moving from one side to the other in like 5 seconds. So tsyno again with some great placed rockets here. FlameX in the end, however, gets that frag, and that's a bit not really what I predicted actually, because it looked like tsyno was getting that in the beginning, but yeah, FlameX equalized the score 1-1 here now, just 1 minute in, and yeah, still interesting here to see what, like, because it's such a big map, you know, one frag can do so much. So I'm hoping to see that the players will be a bit more restrictive with what they do now, because they were very aggressive on the first map, just like basically going in into every engagement, you know. But I'm hoping that perhaps now they'll play a bit more careful, and because obviously for FlameX this map means everything. If he loses this, he gets knocked out into the lower bracket. tsyno on the other hand has a one map advantage, but obviously hopefully that doesn't make him do any naive make any naive decisions here. FlameX with great LG usage there takes tsyno out, and he's gonna get that item now. And there's about a 15-second split between the items, which also means that FlameX has a great ability. You can see he goes straight up to the Mega actually, and he's gonna be staying here. And very nice of him actually, you know, getting that heavy armor and then immediately going up here. And he's gonna get it. tsyno doesn't even contest because he knows he's low. He doesn't have much armor. He doesn't have anything. He's not light champion. And that's the thing about Slash on this map, that when you start getting into this position, you spawn and you have basically nothing. And then FlameX knows where you are. He hits one rail and you're already down to like 30 HP. So having a light champion on this map is like, you know, it can be so tricky. You gotta get that. Basically, if you lose the advantage early, it's so hard to get back. And FlameX also he's gonna be placing his totems everywhere, and he's gonna have like basically a free Mega wherever he wants, you know. And yes, 3-1 already, and also yeah, obviously Slash is like super loud, so he has pretty much an idea of where he is every time. But tsyno actually gets a frag. I'm surprised. FlameX perhaps didn't really identify in time that he was too low. I mean, it was right of him to contest the item, but maybe not go that deep into it. He already knew that tsyno had picked it up, so just jumping down like that was perhaps a bit too ambitious. But either way, FlameX now is in the lead, but tsyno, there is a possibility for him to get back here. Just look at like how he has no armor. I just look up there on the stack. Like, FlameX stack just looks so scary in comparison, and as you can see, they just came into engagement there, and FlameX.
I wonder, like, what if that was a conscious decision to Flame, because like tsyno playing a light doesn't spawn with any armor, and Flame went in one of the lights, the same one that tsyno went to. So yeah, like if that was a conscious decision, it was a great recognition of where his opponent would stack up.
Yeah.
Because that is a little bit more predictable when playing a light. Like, okay, this map has a lot of lights.
Stopwatch.
Pick up. So there are a few to choose from. But it does make your movement a little bit predictable, especially after a fight. Ooh, I like this punishment, but the drop down is a little bit too adventurous. But his rockets are awesome. Look at this. And finishes the job with some lightning. Ah, this is a beautiful frag for him. Like I think this is also a confidence booster, and making Flame feel that he is not invincible.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is where tsyno's, where everything, the tables have definitely turned, and this is where tsyno, with this stack now, and with this speed, he can just see he's just chasing him. And now he's in full control all of a sudden, and that's like how fast things can change, you know. Still, FlameX is up one frag, and I wonder what he's gonna do to try and like not lose that, you know, not to, because, you know, like I said, he has a very insuperior stack, and
yeah, I do think like he made the decision to slow it a bit down. He's completely out of the map, by the way. So, but he does have his totems.
He does have his totems, yeah.
So out of control, but still full on armor, and yeah, getting that totem economy going. Oh, he appears and he hits the first rail. So removing the armor overstack from tsyno. Ah, there is a revenge shot though. But still equal stack from both. And the heavy is up. tsyno taking the lower out. And nothing from above hitting tsyno.
Great opportunity from tsyno to get his fourth frag on the board. Wow. Nice rock.
Yeah,
and that's 4-4 now, and he still has. Will he be able to get the Mega? Yes, so he still has control. And so obviously we're going to see him now go over to this side of the map and try and contest the heavy. But this is where FlameX comes in. He's already here. He's already prepared himself. And in a slight disadvantage though, oh my god, this is really ballsy from tsyno, just jumping down.
But both are just not hitting those rockets, and Flame is the one who bridges
I feel
through
like
the LG.
I feel like tsyno just like got a like the doom song in his head or something, and he just felt it, you know, he just got the flow, jumped down, but he missed like the first 3 or 4 initial rockets. He just missed completely, and so he couldn't get it in time.
Yeah, he felt so overpowered that he overshot everything.
Yeah.
Ooh, that rocket could have meant a lot in this fight, but now, yeah, he's locked up. That, yeah, flies through the air by the first rocket that Flame releases. Then the next damage is quite easy to hit. But tsyno, yeah, he spawns to the other side of the map, getting greeted by the Mega Elf. So he does have a decent stack to fight for the next major item, and it even seems that Flame is a little bit confused that the Mega Health is not there.
Yeah. Wow. I'll put that totem down in the last second, but it doesn't matter. tsyno just knocks him down with the SMG anyway. And yeah, it's interesting now. Still a 1-point lead for FlameX. We're just coming into 2 minutes left here. Items are up for another 15 seconds. I believe there's going to be quite a bit of a truce until then, but we'll see if FlameX is going to contest here. I think he is. I think he wants to. I think he understands that perhaps... Well, does he have to contest here? I'm not sure. He's up 1 frag.
Well, yeah, like... It is against a slash. Like it's so quick. Yeah, like he should have actually... try to do damage and then escape, but he lingered around. Like
yeah, just
that was like the plan of trying to do damage on a pickup is a good one, but the execution should be like, okay, do I hit my shot? Yes, okay, then you enter into the fight.
Yeah.
But he didn't hit his shot, so then you need to get the F away. Especially with such a fast champion as Slash. But in the end he does get a frag on the board. And not able to take full control.
1 minute warning.
So he still has to chase the speedy champion. Yeah, like I would say the fast champion of the game. To get the... no, he is in the lead, so actually he only has to be the defensive.
Yeah, doesn't really have to do much here. And he also got that mega health, or heavy. And so, he gets the mega as well. Okay, well this is...
Yeah, but I feel it's still risky to appear at a major item though, but thankfully it doesn't go AWOL for him. Let's see. Let's follow tsyno, see if he can do something with the last 15 seconds he has.
Yeah, okay, wow. Yeah. Why is he sticking around? Okay, it's good.
Yeah, the defensive LG was good enough, but it was close.
Did he really have to be at the heavy health there? I mean, or the heavy armor? I mean, it was like 15 seconds left, he could have just hidden.
Yeah, it's such a big map, like, it is advisable to not be at a major item for the dying seconds if you're already in the lead. But in the end, yeah, Flame gets this map, so we are going to a tiebreaker.
Yeah, pretty cool. Nice to see like a match going to 3 maps, and I don't know what the 3rd map is going to be. I don't think they've decided yet. Or...
No, we'll decide in the lobby.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's meet this one. Let's see. Gets the first. Yeah, so Flame is able to choose the last map. Runner says you can access the BYOC.
The server.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I've offered him my PC.
Okay. Did he say anything yet? Did they play the first round yet? Oh. Why? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's a different network. It's they are on a private network, QPL people. So that the BYOC doesn't connect to their server. So yeah, the downside of that is that they connect onto ours.
Mm.
Yeah.
Baylor. Baylor.
Vassal. Okay, we're going to Vassal this.
Basil. Or Baylor.
Vassal. Vassal. I like it. Okay. It's going awesome.
Yeah, it's going well. But, bit of technical difficulties.
It's hard to say at this moment.
I feel like, because we had so many, we had a lot of issues in the start, so we're like 15% through maybe. So it is like, yeah. You don't want to cast? I mean, you can. No, but you can cast too if you want to sit down and do that. I don't have to cast everything. Yeah. Yeah. Just let me know.
Okay, jumping into the tiebreaker.
Yeah, tiebreaker on Basil. And I don't know what the champions are.
I saw Eisen and Sorlek.
Wow. Game.
Like, yeah, Gamecraft. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's printing a lot of shit.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Okay, there we go. Game decides that I start on Flame. He got the heavy spawn. Tsyno the mega health. And this is a nice position to be in. You hear a lot on the map. And every time your enemy enters near you, basically get the opening damage. Wow! Wow, that rocket looked like it moved in slow motion, like we all knew it would be his death.
Yeah. whole Matrix things going on here. And Flames gets that first frag, and the start that he wants, you know, coming back here from map 2, and pretty, I think, like normal picks, I would say. Picks that you could definitely see in like QPL as well. Ison and Sorlag on this map. I feel like we've seen Ison on this map quite a few times. And Sorlag.
Yeah, Sorlag doesn't get hurt by the acid of the map. And yeah, with Ison you can lay out a trap after any portal exit. But look at this.
Oh
no. Really weak angle. It gets got out, but wow, somehow tsyno is pushing Flame back. Needs to stack back up. He still has full control though. But this was a great attempt of tsyno to break that. I do think it was more of a defensive move than he was the one attacking. But it almost turned it around. And I would say this is also like he has to go back to the drawing board and plan another attack. Because he can't go full in now when Flame has both items again.
Yeah, and a chance for Flames to get his... Oh, okay. tsyno almost kills himself there.
Yeah, maybe he wanted to rocket jump away from this fight.
Yeah, or maybe it was just like a bit of panic. Or maybe it was tactical actually. It was a tactical suicide. So that he respawns, because you can see now he's got a pretty decent stack again. Being able to pick up that heavy armor on that side of the map. And, Byron, did he pick up the heavy? I don't know. He's got...
No, like Flame is still full control. It's
okay. Oh,
he's working with the Doomsday stack.
Yeah.
I would say.
tsyno struggling with Ison as well, or with Timmy.
Stopwatch.
And
Handyman.
oh, nice tribolt.
Yeah, tsyno definitely playing this whole map on the back foot. I do like his commitment to not go full in and try to get back into control by throwing away frags. Like there's still a lot of time to play for.
Yeah, and I think he understands it's also the third map. It's like whoever loses this goes down to the lower, so he doesn't want to...
Wow. Wow.
How much HP was that? Like 2 HP?
Yeah, he had 2. Like if he touched the acid over there in the rocket, he would have died. It would have been great if tsyno would have the rocket launcher. He could have done a ton of damage while Flame was below.
But yeah, you're right. Like if we look at the first map, like tsyno was going full blast all the time. Well, he actually won that one, but like on the second one as well, he felt like wasn't really controlling his pushes the same way. But yeah, you can see now that he's like at least trying to. But I don't know. He's like, it feels like he's still not really hitting the way he should. And you can see that he has an idea. Like he has there's a thought process going on. Maybe not here. Like he's just pushing in. I think he understands now that half of the match is already up, and you know you start seeing that like, oh, I'm down 5-1. You know, I need to get a change like soon. I need to change something. I need to get that first frag on the board so I can start rolling. And it's easy to get, like if you're not experienced, you know, or you know if you're nervous or whatever, it's easy to start overextending at that point. So there's gonna be another contest here for... Whoa!
It's rough though, like some of those pickups are not clean at all.
No.
But still, Flame is able to get that last swoosh of damage. Like Flame gets to 30 health, like we even saw at 2 health. but it's always around the major item. So tsyno did the damage, but yeah, Flame can collect the major item after the fight and is healthy again.
Stopwatch. Handyman.
6-0 Flamish with 6 minutes in the clock. And already at this point I can say that it's going to be really, really hard for tsyno to come back. Especially since Flamix is still in control actually. And that acid spin is great, but it just doesn't really do it much, you know, with the stack that Flamix is having. And the only thing that it did now is that, you know, he did take away a reasonable amount, so now they pretty much have equal stacks. Now tsyno needs to find a frag pretty much now. If he gives this mega away, it's pretty much over. And he gives it away, and as you can see, he takes too much damage and he has to retreat. And he doesn't really have time to retreat. Like, he needs to get this frag right now. So I think he's starting to panic a little bit now. Like, what do you do, rightfully, if you're tsyno? Yeah, let's spectate him, let's see what he can do. Because it's going to be like, it feels like there's only one way to do this, and that is like desperately trying to go into a fight and just hope that your opponent misses. Like, this is a good... Look at that, just... Wow. Hits the first shotgun, and you're like, yeah, he's doing well, and then all of a sudden Flamix just obliterates it.
Yeah, and also like the timing of that fight.
Yeah.
Like, Flame is actually... I don't know if he's really looking for a fight. He's just rotating or working with his rotation. And tsyno, yeah, he does appear at the item. So he's actually chasing someone in control. Oh, he does get this frag. But if he... what he could do earlier is, like, the rotation Flame was working with was predictable.
Yeah.
Like, there are two major items. So he goes from the heavy to the mega health. He's actually trying to set up a trap at one of the major items instead of appearing there when or around the spawn time of the item. The other enemy is already there, and doing the damage, then dying, and having to do the work again because the enemy is taking the major item after the fight.
Yeah. So there's like not really any clean exchanges. And yeah, he did manage to get one frag, but that was pretty much it. And this map has looked really, really hard for him actually. Like, the first map looked really good, and the second one was pretty tight, I think, if I remember it correctly. But this one has just been a brawl for Flamix. I haven't seen pretty much any sign of life from tsyno. And he's just been struggling really.
Oh, nice.
And it feels like Flamix is extremely confident. You know, even from the start, he was like really confident in his rocket placements and in the way that he.
Yeah, he definitely has an advantage on this map, and yeah, it's also his choice, right? He won the second map, so was able to decide to go to this tiebreaker, and he's just going ham with the rocket launcher, like up close, like against such a thick lady. You will hit those rockets. Like another hundo. And it's tsyno actually wants to push forward and get a frag on the board, but he's being stopped by those amazing rockets.
Yeah, the rockets for Flame have been instrumental in this match. I think it's a lot thanks to them that he's just won. Like, he's just every time that tsyno gets close, it's just, and also of course Timmy does not only give you like an objective advantage, but also gives you more confidence because you know that you can like cover off certain areas. You'll know where your opponent is, and you know that he's gonna deal at least a little bit of damage so that you can go in later and
look at the control.
Yeah, it's just so noticeable at this point. You know, tsyno didn't even get a finger into this game basically.
Yeah, he only won in the damage department.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is automatically so because, yeah, your opponent has more stack because he gets away with the major items. so yeah, like I think if tsyno was able to get more items, it would have been a much closer fight. So actually the control really helped Flame sealing the deal in this map.
Yeah, and I feel like that's something that perhaps you forget when you see a brawl match like that. But yeah, there was 18 heavy pickups and like 15 or maybe I don't know how many megas. It was like, it was not even funny, you know. tsyno just wasn't given any chance, and that's something that you perhaps forget sometimes when you watch. But that control just, you know, it just gave him everything. So.
Yeah, so entertaining match. Thanks to both players for giving it to us.